Hello everyone, welcome to this video on staircases and Ketu. For the benefit of our friends from the Western world, Rahu and Ketu are shadowy planets. Rahu and Ketu are given a lot of importance in Vedic astrology. Rahu and Ketu are the points of intersection of moon and sun's orbits. Okay. I know the Western astrology doesn't consider Rahu and Ketu, but we in the Indian system of Vedic astrology give a lot of importance to Ketu. Okay, if you really see, Ketu is a spiritual planet. Okay, it is given 7 years in the Dasha cycle. For people who have gone through Ketu Dasha, 7 years actually look like 70 years, right? Because Ketu is a spiritual planet. Okay, it is an antithesis of anything that is materialistic. To enjoy life in this planet, right, you need money, you need material aspects activated well in life. So when Ketu is powerful or when Ketu Dasha is running, okay, the material aspects will be diminished and the spiritual aspects will be enhanced more. Okay, if you want to do meditation, if you want to go to a faraway secluded place, right, and do some soul searching, Ketu Dasha is a wonderful time period, right? Not the best of times for material aspects. Even if you get material successes during Ketu Dasha, a sense of detachment will always be there. Okay, a sense of emptiness will be felt by the native. That is on Ketu. Now, why am I talking about staircases, right? So, in Vedic astrology, we associate certain inanimate and animate objects, right, uh, with planets' characteristics. That way, staircases are representative of Ketu. Okay. Now, coming to staircases, we all want to make the optimal use of space in our homes and in commercial areas, right? If you're living in a large city, space is always a constraint, right? So if your house adjoins a staircase or staircase is inside the house, and in such situations, we want to make the best use of space available in our area, and that includes the area under the staircase as well. Look at this image. Okay, there is a lot of space beneath the staircase, so they have put cupboards. Okay, and you can keep anything you want in the cupboard, right? It can be shoes, right? You can keep shoes, you can keep clothes, you can even create a work area under the staircase, right? Because there is so much space here. So this space is better utilized by creating a work area. You can work under that, right? Or you can even put an electric box, right? Because there is so much space. But do note that because staircases, and Ketu are related, right? Certain other activities done by us create some unwanted astrological combination. In this case, right, we are unnecessarily, okay, and without our knowledge, creating what is known as Saturn Ketu combination. Okay, Saturn is work area because you're working, in this space. Ketu is staircase. So, what is the beauty of Saturn Ketu combination? I shouldn't use the word beauty, right? Because Saturn Ketu is not considered a good combination in astrology. Saturn Ketu creates a lot of problems in profession, like break in career, unable to continue in one job, for a long duration, lack of recognition in job, not having a clear sense of purpose in job. All those things, all the problems, one can expect in a professional environment, one can experience, from this Saturn Ketu combination. So Saturn Ketu is something to be avoided, right, to the extent possible. So even if you don't have Saturn Ketu combination, through this act, one is actually creating a Saturn Ketu combination, right? So let's avoid that. The other scenario that I talked about, right? Having a electricity box uh, in the area below the staircase, right? Anything to do with electricity is represented by Mars, right? So this creates Mars Ketu combination, which is also not good. Mars Ketu combination can cause a lot of problems in marital life, and because Mars represents husband in a female's horoscope, it can indicate a lot of other problems, with the husband as well, right, including virility. So this is also a combination that we must try and avoid. As I said, even if you don't have Mars Ketu combination, right, uh, because you put an electricity box under the area below the staircase, you are inadvertently creating this Mars Ketu combination, right? This is also something that can be avoided. Okay, what about shoes, right? Can I keep shoes? If you really see, shoes also represent Saturn, right? So keeping shoes under the staircase creates Saturn Ketu. This is also something to be avoided. What if you keep clothes? Clothes represent Venus. This again is Venus Ketu, right? Venus Ketu combination in a man's horoscope indicate, marital problems, right? Not being close to one's wife. So Ketu, as I said, is a spiritual planet. So any planet associated with Ketu will try to exert its spiritual influence on the planets, on those planets, right? So a material planet like Venus, because of its association with Ketu, will tend to lose its materialistic characteristics, right? Because we live in a material world, right? We need money, we need relationships, right? The spiritual life is meant only for a very small percentage of people. For a vast majority, the material needs are real, right? And Ketu comes in the way of material pursuits, material possessions, anything material in this life. Okay. Lastly, can I sit in a staircase and work? No. You're again creating Saturn Ketu, right? Because you're working. See, this gentleman is working, right? And another thing, let's say you go for an important task or a meeting or whatever, right? Or you're going to meet a friend to discuss something important, right? And you're waiting for your friend. Don't sit in the staircase, right? Because you're touching Ketu, right? You may use the staircase, to go to a higher floors, right? But by sitting there, right, you are increasing your association with Ketu. That is not good at all, right? You may not get the desired results, out of that meeting or that interaction, right? Remember, Ketu is a spiritual planet. It's an antithesis of anything materialistic in this world, right? Well, in the end, it's all about spirituality, right? In the end, it's all about knowing oneself. But we are caught in this maya or illusion of material possessions and material pursuits. As long as we live in that illusion, we don't want Ketu, right? That's why I said spiritual life is for a very small percentage of people. Vast majority needs, Rahu, Venus, Mars, all the material, planets, materialistic planets, right? So that's what I wanted to share in this video. See, I'm trying to bring a different perspective to astrology, through these videos. I hope you like them. Please do share your comments, so I get an understanding of what you think about these videos, right? As always, subscribe to my channel so you get to know if any new video is put up by me. Okay, thank you. Until I see you in another video. Bye bye.